Hello. I have returned to rant about movies. This week we watched Pinocchio. We marathoned them. I wanted to watch more than three, but that's really all I could find easily. I did find the Jonathan Taylor Thomas one on YouTube, but dubbed in French, and I'm sorry, I just didn't feel like watching originally English or spoken English movie dubbed into French that takes place in Italy. It's too many layers. Anyway, so I did watch the 1940 Disney classic Pinocchio, the animated film, which I gotta say it's still legit. Like, the animation really still is amazing. There's just so many details on everything. Like, if you can see, like, the wood grains and, like, all that kind of stuff. And, also the part when they go, like, underwater, which is omitted in the live action. Like, even though I thought it was cool. When they're, like, about to be eaten by Monstro in the animated one, it's still legit. I did notice this viewing, like the little seahorses, who, if you remember the animated one, which you're gonna go watch, because it's legit, there's, like, little seahorses, but they're not quite seahorses, they have little ears. And this was, like, right after Pinocchio, like, was escaping the Pleasure Island, you know, where the naughty boys got turned into donkeys. If you look closely, I think these seahorses are, like, sea donkeys. Like, maybe they spilled some of the potion in the water, and these were, like, the naughty fish. I don't know. They're definitely not normal seahorses, though. They have the donkey ears, and they have, like, a curled donkey-like tail. Tell me I'm wrong. But yeah. I do have one complaint, from, the, animated and the live-action remake. Both of these, only the bad guy, Stromboli, he's the only one who actually speaks any Italian or, you know, looks Italian. Which, I'm like, it's a little sus. I'm like, what's with this? But, make of that what you will. I just feel like, you know, movie, all Italian characters, takes place in Italy. It's kind of weird that the villain is the only one who sounds like everyone should. Yeah. Highly recommend the classic, especially if you have small children. I would say keep them to this one. I don't know how many of my viewers have small children, but, yeah. The live action, the remake, I don't think anyone should watch, because it's awful. When I looked at Rotten Tomatoes, the classic animated one, had 100%. The live-action remake is at 27%, and I think that's too high. Again, yeah, only Stromboli has an Italian accent. There's a new character of this girl who, is a marionette operator, which at first I was like, you know what, like, I feel like there should have been more workers in Stromboli's thing, but then it was just dumb. Like, she has a broken leg, but she wants to be a ballerina, but it shows her balancing on her wooden leg, or not her wooden leg, her braced leg. And I'm like, on her broken leg, it's in a brace. And I'm like, have y'all never broken a bone before? Because that's going to be hurtful. And especially, the 1800s, whatever, like, bone slips wrong, and before penicillin, you die. So I'm just like, no. Yeah, and her character was very much unneeded. As was a lot of that movie. The coach guy who drives them out to Pleasure Island, he has a song now. He's played by Luke Evans, who I can only guess insisted, I will be in this movie if you let me sing. I mean, he sings well, but he's not as creepy as the coachman in the old one, though. Like, that guy in the cartoon was genuinely creepy. Excuse me, I'm going to drink. But yeah, I did like the design of the blue fairy. Her hair was all blinged out. She had some ears going on. But her wings, it was like several layers of wings. And it was a really cool, unique design for the wings that I'm like, whoever designed this, kudos to them. They did good work. However, then we watched Guillermo del Toro, which is on Netflix, his version of Pinocchio, which is on Netflix. His blue fairy is just otherworldly, so it's very much comparing apples to not even oranges. It's like apples to your favorite food ever, which is not apples. No. Apples to pizza. That's what it is. If you can't tell, I did not take notes, and I am just winging this. Yeah. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is amazing. It is officially now my favorite version of Pinocchio, so if you only want to watch one Pinocchio, this is the one to watch. If you want to watch two, watch the cartoon. If you want to watch three, just watch the one that's dubbed into French on YouTube. Because it's going to be better than watching the live-action 2022 Disney one. Just don't do it. But yeah, the Blue Fairy was just amazing. Also, people actually spoke Italian, like the villagers would occasionally say a word or two. And, you could tell it genuinely felt like it was in Italy. Like, they went to church, and there were Italian things around. Unfortunately, this is why you maybe shouldn't have kids watch it. It takes place in Italy, in the 30s or 40s. It's during the reign of Benito Mussolini, during the rise of fascism, because Guillermo del Toro be like that. So there are definitely darker moments. I do feel like it is closer to the spirit of the book, which I have actually read, but it's just been decades, so I don't want to spoil the movie that much, but it's amazing. It was also stop motion animated right here in Oregon, where I am from, if you're from elsewhere, dear viewer. And so supporting local talent. But yeah, it's stop motion, and yeah, just watching it is hypnotic. Just thinking about how much effort went into every single frame. Anyways, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoy the Pinocchios. And yeah, if I had to rank them, obviously, I'm sure this is implied by my rant, Guillermo del Toro at the tippy top. His version should win the best animated for 2022. If it doesn't, I'm calling cheating by somebody. So his is at the top, and then solid mid-tier classic Pinocchio. Part of it's just nostalgia, like it's just a solid watch. And then at the very bottom, we got the 2022 live action. It's bad. Like, if you just want to put on something to distract your kids, still don't put that on. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Happy viewing, and I hope to be here more often. Sorry for my absence. All right, peace.